Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Shoge World. Welcome to Shoge World, gamers. Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to review this week's new game releases, announcements, and a few news stories. If there is anything I may have missed, let me know in the comments. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Alright gamers, as always we will start with this week's new game releases, and it's actually pretty slim pickings this week. Now Frogun, I'm not exactly sure how to say it. It looks really good though. The game was released on all major systems, including Nintendo Switch, the Xbox systems, the PlayStation systems, and PC. The successful Kickstarter project is a budget price indie game. It's a platforming game where you have a frog gun that you can shoot a long tongue out of. You can kind of use it like a grappling hook and to attack enemies. The graphic style is reminiscent of gamers like Croc and Ape Escape, and I haven't gotten a chance, but I'm really looking forward to trying this game out. Next up, Turbo Golf Racing was released as early game preview on the Xbox series of systems and is available on Game Pass. The game is an arcade-style racing game with giant golf balls. You race along, running into your ball, trying to get it to the hole at the finish line. The game is very Rocket League-esque, but with a golf theme. It's a lot of fun. I will link the video we made of our initial thoughts at the end of this video. Hindsight was also released for the Nintendo Switch. It is listed as a narrative exploration game. I don't know much about this game. Apparently you play through a woman's life from birth to present day as she tries to make sense of it all. You explore her childhood home, and different personal items trigger memories and experiences. I wasn't that interested in this game, but it does sound a bit like What Remains of Edith Finch, which surprised me by being pretty enjoyable. So at some point, I might give this a shot. Also, Before We Leave, a city building and managing strategy game was released on the Switch. The game has been on other systems for some time, and people seem to enjoy it, so even though it's a pass for me, if you enjoy this type of game, you should definitely give it a shot. The last game we're going to look at is they released a new Jurassic World game. It's called Jurassic World Primal Ops. This is unfortunately only on Android and iOS right now, but the game actually looks pretty fun. You play in three-quarter top-down levels where you infiltrate poachers' camps to rescue dinosaurs. The dinosaurs then become allies as you take on poachers in this fast-action shooter. Alright gamers, next up we're going to take a look at a few new game announcements, starting with Wo Long, an upcoming action role-playing game developed by Team Ninja and published by Koei Tecmo. The game is currently scheduled for release in early 2023 and will come out on Nintendo Switch, PC, Xbox, and PlayStation systems. It's being made by the same team responsible for the Neo games and is rumored to have a demo releasing soon, so watch out for that. Hako Life, which looks like to be an Animal Crossing style game, was announced with a release date of September 27th. The game will be coming to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, as well as Xbox One and Xbox Series family of systems. The graphics look good, and this should be a welcome addition, especially to PlayStation and Xbox systems, to fill that Animal Crossing void. Next up, Samurai Maiden, a fast-paced action game where you play as a girl taking on hordes of demons with a katana, was announced as a winter release. The game is coming to us from Bandai Namco for the PlayStation systems, the Nintendo Switch, as well as PC. Next up, Meet Your Maker was revealed by the creators of Dead by Daylight, and this game looks really cool, as it appears to be a tower defense style game where you use strategy style gameplay to create traps and a base to protect, and also a first-person shooter as you raid other bases. The game will be coming to Xbox next year. Lastly, Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened remake got a reveal trailer and is on Kickstarter as we speak. It's being made by Ukrainian video game company Frogware and is planned to be released on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation systems, as well as PC. Alright gamers, let's finish up with a few news stories I found interesting. Starting with MetaQuest, formerly known as Oculus Quest, had a price change this week, but not in the way we are used to. Both versions, the 128 gig and the 256 gig versions, received $100 price increases. So the prices that were $299 and $399 now have retail prices of $399 and $499. They're including the hit game Beat Saber with both versions, but I don't think anybody saw such a large price increase coming. Now the question is, what that may foreshadow as we still await an announcement on the price for the PlayStation VR 2. Next up, one of Halo Infinite's most anticipated modes is getting closer to release, as Forge Mode has gone into beta testing, and some really cool creations are being leaked out. For those of you who are not familiar with Forge Mode, it allows players to create custom maps and play modes to be used online. This is the mode that I think this game needs the most, and from what we are seeing, it looks like it's going to be really good. On Wednesday, received our newest Nintendo Direct of sorts in a Pokemon Presents. We got a ton of new info for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, including the announcement that it will be open world and there will be 3 different storylines. Check out the link to our review and thoughts of the presentation at the video linked at the end of this video. Also, Logitech and Tencent announced a partnership to bring a new handheld console out later this year. They said they are working with Microsoft for Xbox Cloud Gaming, among other cloud gaming. There was no price or unveiling of the system itself, but if it is coming this year, we should be getting more info very soon, so stay tuned. Also, with our last bit of news, I did want to point out Nintendo has announced that the Switch has surpassed the 111 million units sold mark. It is expected to surpass the PS4 and Game Boy/Game Boy Color by the end of this year, and could possibly be looking at topping the 155 million PlayStation 2 units sold in the not-too-distant future to become the best-selling system of all time. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on August 5th. We received some exciting new info about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, found out about a new system scheduled for release this year, and finally released some info to get us excited about Halo Infinite. If there is anything I missed, let me know in the comments. Like this video, and if you haven't subscribed, join in on the fun and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for joining us today, gamers. Shojo World out.